Hello, welcome back to our countdown of our top 100 board games of all time. I'm Kyle,
I'm Tina.
and this is number 70 through 61. My number 70 is a game called Cockroach Poker. It's a 2 to 6 player, silly, light bluffing game. We've played it 30 times already, and it's one of those games when you play it 2 or 3 times in a row. The more you game with your group, the better this game is. You come up with little hidden jokes and everything. A lot of fun. Just mindless fun. Just a filler to the core. Cockroach Poker.
My number 70 we don't have yet, but I hope to obtain it soon. It's Imperial Settlers. It came out in 2014. It plays 1 to 4 players. We've played it once, and I really, really loved it. It plays in about 60 minutes. It's got card drafting, hand management, take that. The variable player powers, worker placement, engine building, and city building. The artwork is so freaking cute. It's like super teeny tiny little people everywhere. And they're all different races and all different powers that you can get with each race. There are special power cards that you might draw and you might not draw, so that could be a downfall. But it's got a lot of downtime too.
It does. In between turns, you are waiting a while for your turn. Some of your turns take a while, so...
Some people have a lot of analysis paralysis in that game, like me. But I only played it once, so hopefully I will play it more and get better at it. But that's my number 70, Imperial Settlers.
So number 69 is Twilight Struggle, which is the number 1 game on Board Game Geek. I've only played it once. That's probably why it's not as high as it should be. And it was just a quick, brief run through of the game, so I haven't got into the mechanics of it very deep. I do like the CDG. I like, Here I Stand and the Virgin Queen. The theme on this one is really fun. It's Cold War. It is a really, really good game. I just have not played it enough to give it a fair ranking, so I still wanted to put it in my top 100, but I think once I get some more plays of this one, it'll go higher.
My number 69 is Los Momphos. We call it Donkey Poop. It was made in 2006. Plays 2 to 5 players, and I've played it 3 times. I think Kyle's played it a few more times than that. Plays in about 20 minutes, and it is a memory game, and we have no short-term memory, so we are bad at this game.
We are pretty bad at this game.
But it's so much fun to play. You have these little wooden donkeys, and you feed them they look like Smarties, and you feed it to them, and then you have to remember what color's in each donkey, and you have to move them around, and we forget as soon as we put them in there pretty much. But it's really cool. The components are really fantastic. And come on, seriously, who doesn't want to play a game called Donkey Poop? Yeah, so that's my number 69.
My number 68 is a Stefan Feld game, Notre Dame. One of his lighter games, probably Longest La Isla. It's probably his 2 lightest games. Still a lot of fun. We've played this one 6 times, came out in 2007. This one is a card drafting game. So you're passing cards, trying to get the best powers that you can get. It plays very solitaire at times. There's a couple interactions, but you're kind of just doing your own little thing and trying to generate points. But I still really enjoy this one. This is a game I kind of break out to new players and try to get them into Feld. This is one of the first ones I teach them, Notre Dame.
My number 68 is Get Bit. This game is awesome. I love it. You have a shark that's going to eat your robot. It's so much fun. It was made in 2007. It plays 2 to 6 players. We've played it 9 times. It plays in about 20 minutes, and it's got, hand management, player eliminations, simultaneous action, and it has purple, which makes me happy because, not all games have purple, which is a sin. Your robot gets eaten by a shark, and I want to get the expansion that has, the skeleton robot and stuff on it. My biggest dislike is player elimination, as usual, but it's still a really fun, light filler.
And the elimination it's a quick game. So if you do get eliminated, it's still interesting enough. It's fun to watch other people get bit. My biggest complaint of it is when you get down to 2 players, it's really mathy. You can kind of figure out who's got what cards and who's going to win. So, but it's a fun game. It's always surprising to see where you end up on the line to get eaten.
I always end up in the front. Get bit.
My number 67 is Merchant and Marauders. This is probably my favorite long Ameritrash. We played it 3 times. Came out in 2010. Amazing pieces, a great theme. I like the pirate theme. I like that there's 2 paths to victory. You can either be a pirate or a merchant or a marauder. So I usually go the marauder style, but
he's a pirate.
I really enjoy this game. It's probably for over 2 hours, and Ameritrash probably my favorite game.
It's fun. It's got cool components. My number 67 is Lancaster. This is one of the first games that we played, I think, and also has purple, so that makes it fun. I really like it, and the first time I played it, I almost got into a fist fight, it seemed like, with one of the other players at the end. It was fun, though. It wasn't evil or anything, but it was fun. It came out in 2011, plays 2 to 5 players. We've played it 10 times. Plays in about 60 minutes, and it's got area control and influence. It's got auction and bidding, which we love, and voting, which is fun. Voting is very cool. A new aspect that we hadn't played when we first started playing this. And worker placement, of course. And it has purple, yay! Components are really nice.
It definitely has a King of the Hill.
It does.
Where you're trying to one-up somebody to get a spot. So
which will lead to fistfights.
Really enjoy Lancaster.
Yep, I don't have any dislikes about it.
My number 66 is El Grande, which is kind of the granddaddy of area control games. So we just played this one recently, so we didn't play it when it first came out, but it still feels really new and fresh. A very clean game. The rules are very easy to understand. It's not overly complicated. Sometimes people take area control games and make them very complicated. This one seems pretty easy to learn, but it does what area controls should do. Where you're trying to just win each area by one, you don't have to dominate one area. You just need to try to get as many points as you can. We really like this one. We played it 3 times. Came out in 1995, but it's new to us, actually. So El Grande, a lot of fun.
And we just got it, too. So my number 66 is Glory to Rome. Sorry, I have a cold. Worst box ever.
Yes.
This box is terrible, but the game inside is a lot of fun. The art is silly. It was made in 2005. It plays 2 to 5 players. We've played it 7 times, and I think I forget how to play it every single time because there's so long in between. But I really enjoy playing it. Plays in about an hour. It's got card drafting, hand management, and set collection, which I love. The downtime, there's no downtime. That's one thing I like about it.
Yes.
We're not fans of downtime, and even though I cause it a lot of times. And there's a lot of different ways to win. My biggest dislike is definitely this box. And I know that there's another box, but we didn't know that when we got it. So that is my number 66.
My biggest complaint, there's a couple of overpowered cards that can end the game early. So there's some card balance issues in this game, but it's a really fun game.
It really is. We don't get it out enough on the table.
So my number 65 is another war game called Maria. It's a 3-player only game, which is very unusual to where you have to have 3 exactly. It plays a lot like poker. It's a very unique game. I don't have a copy of it, unfortunately, but we've played it twice. It's just a weird, mechanically, but it's a really good game. So if you like war games, check out Maria for something different.
My number 65 is new to us. We just got it. It's Diamonds. It's a really fun trick-taking game. It was made in 2014, which is why it's new to us. Plays 2 to 6 players, and we've played it probably 3 or 4 times now. At least I have, anyway. Plays in about 30 minutes. It's a filler trick-taking. There's cards, and then it's got these cool little gems, and you've got a safe, and you've got a showroom in front of it, and you put your diamonds in front in the showroom, or you can put them behind in your safe. And the components are really nice, but the diamonds just kind of add another layer to the trick-taking game. So that is my number 65, Diamonds.
My number 64 is Hansa Teutonica. I have not played this game enough, so I've only played it once.
Yeah.
Tina's played it more, but it plays 2 to 5 players. It is kind of mean for a Euro.
It is, and I like it.
It definitely has it. Really enjoy this one. Just don't play it enough. We've had it for a while as well. So Hansa Teutonica, I gotta get on the table. I really liked it the only time I played it. Just got to play it more.
Mm-hmm. My number 64 I don't have, but I would really like to get. It's Streams, and I shouldn't like it because it's all numbers, and I am horrible at math. But it came out in 2011. Plays 1 to 99. We've played it 7 times. It plays in like 10 minutes, so it's a really short filler. It's kind of mathy. Just need a paper and a pencil, and it's got some pattern building in it, which is fun. I like patterns. But yeah, you're just basically trying to fit numbers into chronological order, and you hope for the best.
Yeah.
You're just pulling them out of a bag, so you don't know what's coming next.
It's fun. It's frustrating, but it's a lot of fun. And it's a quick game.
Yep, that's my number 64.
My number 63 is Galaxy Trucker, which is one of Tina's least favorite games. But I really like this. It's a real-time, silly, build a spaceship and watch it get blown up. This game's a lot of fun. It's also a game that I play wrong every time. I play rules wrong just about every time and teach it wrong. But I really like this one. You can't take this game serious. If you take it serious, you're not going to enjoy it. If you're trying to build a pretty ship that you think's going to survive the whole time, it's just not.
It doesn't happen.
The main meat of this game is the building the ship. Afterwards, it's actually pretty so random and anticlimactic that you're just like, all right, whatever happens.
Or you're like, wah.
Yeah. But the shipbuilding part of this is really well done. Galaxy Trucker.
I used to like it until my ships got blown up. My 63 is Troyes. We've also got Ladies of Troyes. We played that once. And it was made in 2010. Plays 2 to 4 players. I've played it 4 times. Plays in about an hour and a half. It's got area control and area influence and dice rolling and economics, which I don't usually like either of those, and yet I play most games with those now. I like the manipulation of the dice. I love hidden goals. The art and the components are really cool, especially for a Euro. We don't play it enough, so I pretty much have to relearn it every time we play it. Like I said, we've only played it 4 times. But it's a really fun game, and it's my 63.
Yeah, I really like this one. The theme is light, it's pasted on. I think the first time we played it, afterwards I asked what were we actually doing in that game. It was fun, but I don't know what we were doing. But yeah. I really like Troyes as well.
Yep.
My number 62 is Alhambra / New York. We have the big box that we still have not played yet, but we played New York a lot. Really simple, light city building kind of set collection type games, bidding mechanics on it as well. Really like this one. It's kind of got where you're trying to build paths through there, make sure everything's connected correctly. I really like this one. It's a lot of fun. Alhambra, New York.
My 62 I don't have, but I really, really want. I think it's out of print, though. Hawaii.
I think it is.
So, thanks, Tim, for letting us borrow it. Or play it, at least. It came out in 2011. It plays 2 to 5 players. I've only played it twice, but I really enjoy it. It's a quirky little theme. You've got little feet that you have in the components to move around, and it plays in about an hour and a half. It's got action point allowance, area movement, modular board, which can be my downfall because I have CDO, but it's a lot of fun. Lots of strategy in it. The components are really nice, and I just like that we don't own it.
So my number 61 is Seasons. This is a dice rolling game that is got amazing art, and I'm not a big art fan. Art doesn't draw me to a game, but the art in this one is outstanding. So if I notice the art, it's really good. So this one has a lot of cards, so it's a lot of reading. It's a lot of remembering what cards you have and what powers are active. That's probably my downfall in it because I kind of no memory and you kind of lose track of what's going on. Plays about 60 minutes, but I honestly haven't seen one go 60 minutes yet. They usually go a little bit longer than that. But our group really likes this game. We got some really good players in our group, and I'm not one of them. But Seasons is a lot of fun.
My 61, it's a felt. Surprise. Macau. This game is so unusual to me. It's got the really cool rondel mechanic, and I haven't seen anything quite like that rondel either, the way that he manipulates it in this game. It was made in 2009. It plays 2 to 4 players. I wish Feld games would play more than 4 players.
They do.
It plays in about an hour and a half. It's got dice. It's got action point allowance, card drafting, hand management, pick up and deliver, set collection, and route building. It is a Feld, so there are a million things going on that you want to do all of them, and you can't do all of them, and that frustrates me to no end. And yet I very, very much love it.
Yeah, you have to plan ahead in this game.
You do, and I'm bad at that. I'm a planner, and I'm still bad at planning ahead because I can't anticipate everybody's movements. I love the rondel. The components are really nice. It can be very, very punishing, though.
Yes,
if you miss something, you missed something, and you're going to be in trouble. But it's still really enjoyable, and I really like Macau. My number 61.
Thank you for watching this list, and soon we'll be into the 50s.
Thanks.